shake it, baby.
Good morning, family. It's a great day. It's January 6th here. I'm actually in Indiana. I just want to give you a little, like an update or correction on the video I did just previously. But just wanted to first started out this morning in Lexington, Kentucky. Got out of there early. My wife sent me an alert that there was a storm heading in my direction. It's going to come across the middle bluegrass portion of Kentucky, come across Louisville, Lexington. It was expected about 3 to 5 inches of snow. Bad road conditions. But the storm was going to hit Louisville around between 9 and 12 that morning, this morning. So I figured, well, I shut down early enough, got me at my 10-hour reset at about 3:15, 3:30 Eastern time. I set my alarm clock for 3:15, got up, brushed my teeth, used the restroom, got a cup of coffee, and got out of there. Got on up out of there. So everything worked according to plan. I'm actually about an hour south of Gary, Indiana, 45 minutes roughly. Been rolling pretty good. Stopped here a minute ago here in Remington, Indiana, to use the restroom, give another cup of coffee, all that great stuff, or make a cup of coffee. But everything is going great. I got a delivery tomorrow morning in North Lake, Illinois, delivering a drop and hook. I might take it there tonight, midnight. They go pick up my reload. That's not due until Monday in Oklahoma City. I got 3 stops: Tulsa, got another little small town just in the suburbs of Oklahoma City, and then Oklahoma City. But having a hard time finding a load out of Oklahoma City, I tell you that. You know, something decent rather. So that's a challenge. Hopefully I have something by Friday. Find me a decent load, at least get out of there, or I'll be deadheading out of there. We do what we got to do to get a decent, a better looking load. You know, it's one of those situations where it's a good load going in there. I thought I'd be able to get something a little decent coming out of Oklahoma City. I've never had an issue, but you know, it is the beginning of the month, beginning of the year, and it looks like it's kind of scarce in that neighborhood. So I'll get something. You know, we'll find something. But I just did a video that I released yesterday, and I made a statement in there that was incorrect. I use a bookkeeping service that some BCOs are aware of called ATBS. And in that service last year, they came out with a function, I believe it was last year, I noticed it about midway through the year, that allows you to check the dates that you're out on the road. And something I never really paid attention to before. You know, when we was using paper logs and things of that nature, I kept my paper logs and turned them into whoever did my taxes, and that way I can get per diem. You know, your per diem pay, write it off your taxes. So I started doing that. I was, you know, every day I was out, or so I would mark in the app, hey, I'm out today, or I'm out half the day today, or whatever the case may be. And I did that. So a couple of days ago, I had to look and say, wow, I was only out for 87 days? Okay. All right, I guess, you know what I mean? I was out for 87 days, whatever. It was like 87 days and X amount of days, partial days. You know, didn't think nothing of it. 87 days, you know, I guess that's 3 months, a little over 3 months. Or is that right? Yeah, a little over 3 months. A little less than 3 months, right? Didn't make sense. It made sense, but it didn't make sense. Actuality, I was out last year, which still doesn't seem that bad. It don't feel like it to me. I was out for 163 days last year and 7 partial days. That sounds better. That sounds more realistic. Still doesn't feel like I was out that long for that many days last year. It doesn't feel like it. I guess I got through the house a lot. And then I would shut down. You know, some months I ran out for like a week and a half for the whole month. I did a lot of my hard running last year when I first started. So there was a family member who brought it to my attention in a nice but not so friendly way. But that's fine. And brought it to my attention and said that there's no way you was out for 87 days and gross what you said you grossed. And it made me think. I had to look at it. So kind of find out in the app, I forgot to mark the days that I was out in January, February, March, and part of April, which was the time that I was out the most on a consecutive bit of run. So I'm going to say his YouTube name, CW. I apologize for that. I was wrong. I put the wrong amount of days. But thanks to you, you saved me about $5,000 in per diem. Thank you, sir. Truly appreciate that. You did me a service and saved me $5,000. Thank you, sir. So now I have updated that, and now I can get an extra $5,000, which is actually be a total of about $11,000 in per diem tax deductions. So CW, thank you, sir. I hope I did not lose my credibility with you. And, you know, we all make mistakes. YouTubers, non-YouTubers, people, truckers, whoever they are, we all make mistakes. But I think the character of a man is to admit your mistake and correct it. And that's what I'm doing right now. And I'm apologizing to you. So, CW, I'm sorry about that. Please do not hate me and or lose credibility or respect for me. I was wrong in that, and I corrected it. Actually, when I looked at the video, and you know, after I released it, of course, I looked at it, I had to rethink. I said, wow, 87 days, you know, that gross. Let me relook at that. So I thank you, sir. But with that being said, things are great, like I always say. And I appreciate the comments that I receive on this channel. I really do. Good and bad. I don't get a lot of bad, which is amazing to me, which is great. Maybe that's good, maybe that's bad. Maybe I'm not doing enough. I know we do have people who like to troll different channels, and that's great, that's fine. But when I'm wrong, please call it out. And if it is right and my numbers is wrong or whatever, I'll correct that. Seriously. So again, thank you. The rest of you who follow, I appreciate you so much, man. You just don't understand how I don't do it for the likes. I don't do it for any other recognition, but rather that you kind of journalize what I'm doing. And if I can, share, you know, information that I may have or learn. So I never want anybody to feel that they can't trust me, or feel that I'm giving misinformation. I don't gain anything in doing it. Honestly, I don't. I don't gain anything in embellishing. I don't gain anything in that. I try to give information based on what I'm doing in my experience. Some people say I'm not making enough, or I got a gentleman who commented and said I should be getting better rates. Okay, I'll try. I try every day to get better rates. I feel I'm doing pretty good based on what the market is saying. But this stuff just fires me up. I love it. I love it. I love the comments. I love the back and forth, good or bad. So, but I just wanted to give that apology. Those who saw that video, I think the video was titled New Year, New Goals. And I mentioned that I was out for 87 days and I grossed, I think it was 160,000, which is about where I was at. And now remember, I always say gross. I don't give net. I say gross because everybody's expenses are different. And then when I'm talking about loads that I book, I say it in gross because it is accessorials that are involved and so forth. So it makes it a little easier to kind of describe the numbers and so forth. So, and then at the same time, we don't want to give everybody all your business. You got to keep some things to yourself. But I apologize for that. So yes, I was out for 163 days and 7-day partial, 7 half days. So basically I was out for, I guess that's about 6 months. Somewhere in that neighborhood. I am not a mathematician. Never claimed to be. But I just wanted to get that out there. You guys be safe out there. I'll be out rolling this weekend. And I just discovered that I won a $100 gift certificate at the Joplin, Missouri Petro, the I-44 Petro in Joplin. Hope it's not a scam. I'll see. Go get my $100 gift certificate and see what I can buy. That's where I bought my seat from there. So I'll be taking a visit there. I'll be there this weekend. And I'll be heading out to Oklahoma City for Monday delivery. So you guys be great. And remember, I always say this. Do what you do so you can see what it does, all right? Simple as that. Simple as that. We'll talk later. You guys be safe. Talk to you.